There are lots of tools out there to build AI agents, but unfortunately, many of them are really complex and require a lot of technical know-how to set up correctly. So today, I want to show you all the absolute easiest way to create an AI agent on the internet. This agent will be able to do work for you in literally thousands of different apps, and you don't need to write any code at all to build it. Hi, I'm Tom from XRay, the workflow company. If you want to see more AI, automation, and workflow videos like this every week, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get started and build a lead research agent in under 15 minutes. Here's the AI agent we're going to create today. First, every day at 6 a.m., it starts to look through my Google Calendar, and it finds all the guests that I'm meeting with. It uses their email to do a web search and find information about them. It looks for the company information and other similar public information. Then it just drafts a paragraph about this guest that I'm going to be meeting with and sends it to me on Slack. I'm able to stay focused in Slack and get these updates about who I'm meeting with. And this agent does all of this information with access to 3 different tools. It can do web search, of course, it can find events on my Google Calendar, and it can send a message to me over Slack. We don't even need knowledge sources for this example. Today, we're going to be using Zapier to build this AI agent. If you're not familiar with Zapier, it's a no-code AI and automation provider. And they weren't always doing all these things. They used to just do workflow automation. But now you can see they've added a bunch of different functionality, and today we're going to cover AI agents. Now, we're using Zapier because it's the easiest place on the internet to create AI agents. There is no code at all required, and everything is done in this simple visual interface. Besides the really simple user interface that's easy to learn, Zapier is the world's most connected platform. It boasts over 8,000 different applications that it's connected to. And these are apps that you're probably using every day, like Gmail or the Microsoft Suite or Notion. There's just tons of apps here. If you're new to the world of AI and automation, chances are very good that Zapier already integrates with the tools that you already use. Just a quick note on pricing, Zapier is very generous with the AI agent plans, and you're going to be able to follow along on the free plan and be able to do everything that we do today. If you don't have a Zapier account yet, click on that link on your screen or in the description and sign up through our link. It definitely helps the channel, and we really appreciate it. Once you're logged into Zapier, you'll have an interface that looks similar to this, and we're just going to go to the left here and click on Agents. After it loads, you can click on New Agent up here or up here. They both do the same thing. We're not going to use one of these templates here. There's a bunch, and we're just going to create a custom agent and start from scratch. There are 4 pieces to building an agent. First is the trigger. This defines when your automation will run. You have a ton of options here, and it's really helpful to be as specific as possible when you want your agent to begin. Second is the instructions. Instructions tell your agent what the agent is going to do. And you can see an example here. This is mostly where we're going to be working today. Third are the tools the agent has access to. These are those 8,000 apps that I referred to earlier. This makes the agent really powerful and connected to the other systems that your company relies on. Lastly, are knowledge sources. These are totally optional, but you could provide helpful context for your agent to perform better. These would be like documents or PDFs that your agent can use as a source of truth to look up information. Want to create AI agents and workflows that streamline daily tasks for your entire team? At XRay, we use AI and automation to help our clients create a better way to work. Reach out to us to learn more and get started. We offer hourly collaborative support for smaller projects, as well as long-term retainers for total workflow transformation. Go to xray.tech to book a free call today. Let's start by creating the trigger. This determines when the agent will actually run. Now, you have a bunch of options here. You could do it on demand, like you push a button and the agent runs. On a schedule, like a certain day of the week or monthly or weekly. You could trigger it via a zap, which is an automation that actually calls the agent to run. This is a little bit more advanced, and you could also trigger from another app, like a new row happens in Google Sheets, then run this agent. We're gonna pick Schedule by Zapier and just keep it simple today, and we're gonna use a everyday trigger. Now for the time of day, we're gonna pick the ripe hour of 6 a.m., and click on this View All Options here because you and I don't work on weekends. So we're just gonna click No and save. We're gonna skip over the instructions for a minute because we need to reference tools in the instructions. So first we're gonna add new tools. You can see that the default tool of visit a website and do a web search is already there, which is great, but we're gonna add a few more. Click on that plus button and then click on Google Calendar. We have a bunch of options here, and the first one that we're going to pick is Find Events. So by adding the Find Events tool, we can then reference it inside of the instructions. So we're going to add Google Calendar, and we're also going to add Slack. So I'm just going to search up here, Slack, and click on Slack. And we want to send a message. So if you just scroll down a little bit, you see send a channel message or send a direct message. Because I want this message to go straight to me, I'm going to select send direct message. It's not going to go into a channel. Actually, now that I think about it, I need to send it to a channel instead, so it's easier to view for my team. So I can actually just click on these three dots here and remove this tool from the agent, and then come back and add the right one. So I'm going to search Slack again, scroll down to send channel message, and just click on it to add it. You'll notice that my deleted tool is still visible in the instruction, and you can just hit a backspace to remove it. Now that we have our tools added, we need to configure the tools so that the agent can do exactly what we want. You can just click on the gear inside of the instructions, or you can click on these three dots and click on configure. Takes you to the same place. You'll notice that the option let your agent select a value for this field is in pretty much all the places here. We don't want that for every option. If we can, we want to be as specific as possible. So click on calendar, for example, and we're going to set a specific value for this field. Then you have access to all the calendars that your Google account has access to. And in our case, we want the XRay Tutorials Gmail account. That's the calendar that we're going to base this whole tutorial off of. If you have multiple calendars here and you leave it to this let your agent select the value default setting, you're just opening up the door for error. After you select your calendar, you can leave all of the other selections in their default, then click Save. You'll notice that the tool updates to specify that the calendar is our XRay Tutorials at Gmail. Now we're going to do the same thing for Slack. So open up the configure menu. Again, we want to specify the channel here. Click on a specific value because we have a lot of Slack channels here, and we're going to do the tutorials channel. Add Zapier app to channel automatically. We could default yes. That way we know the message will always be sent in case Zapier isn't already added to that channel. For the message, we'll let the agent decide. Send as a bot, we always want it to send as a bot. And the bot name, we could let it show its creativity there along with the icon. And we do always want to include a link to the Zap. This is a subtle but really important point. You always want to be able to directly access the automation that is sending a message. If you were to say no in this scenario and you're starting to get a bunch of messages and you don't know why, you're not able to easily directly go to the automation or the agent in this case and just turn it off. So always default this option to yes. Attach image by URL. Do not include a value for this field. We don't need an image there. Auto expand links. I always default to saying no here. Auto expanding links just take up a lot of room in Slack. Link usernames, default, 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 default. All right, let's save. And we see all of those selected options added to the tools section. All right, now it's finally time to add instructions to our agent. There's a prompt on our blog if you want to use my exact prompt. I'm just going to paste it in here. And you'll notice that we have different brackets here for Google Calendar tool here. I can just click and drag this all the way up to where it's supposed to be. Super nice, and that drag and drop feature just helps you stay organized if you need to move different tools around to different areas in your prompt. Also note that it's best to insert the prompt in line with the command that is going to use that prompt. It just helps the agent figure out what it's supposed to do with what tool. So let's read through this prompt. You are a helpful agent that is helping the user better understand who they are meeting with today. Good overview. And use the tool below to find all the events on the calendar for today and get the attendees that are not xraytutorials@gmail.com. Insert my find event tool. Then for each attendee, search the web for information about the attendee. Look for company website and other similar information. And I actually don't have the default tool here. So I'm going to type the / command and add the web search right along in line. Then you're going to draft a short paragraph with the information for each attendee on the calendar today. And finally, you're going to post it to Slack inside of the tutorial channel. And I'm just going to delete that bracket there. Perfect. We're ready to go. So the two main takeaways here in designing your instructions are to be as specific as you can and to insert the tool that you're referencing along with the instruction that you're giving. All right, it's time to test. Click on Preview and then click on Test Agent in this side window. Note that you're limited to just 10 actions per run on the free plan. All right, it looks like it is finding our instructions and it completed the find event. And look, if we look at the data, there is a final output with a JSON object of the calendar event that is on my calendar. Notice Mark and Tom are on the attendee list, and now it's conducting a Google search on Mark and Tom. There's some YouTube videos, something about X-ray machines. Let's see what happens here. Found information about X-ray tech. That sounds right. And then it spit out a big message here that it wants to send to Slack. So let's read this message and see if it found who Mark and Tom at XRay.tech actually are. You have a meeting with two key people from XRay Tech, a workflow optimization consultancy. Mark is a co-founder, brings a decade of experience from Google and Waze. That's true and really cool. He worked across multiple disciplines, UX, data science, design, marketing, product management. During 2020, Mark did some stuff for CV Key with the COVID pandemic. Now he's a co-founder, and Mark focuses on leveraging his diverse tech background to optimize business workflows. Bingo. This agent knows who Mark is. Now let's read about this guy named Tom. Previously led a design agency, Checkmate Digital, exited in 2019. Tom is based in Boston and has been featured in various publications, Future of Work and Automation. Totally. And a little background on XRay Tech. Workflow optimization consultancy specializes in creating time through automation and AI. Their mission is to create 1 billion hours of mindful work for humans. That is true. The company focuses on empowering people rather than replacing them, believing that automation should amplify human impact and allow people to direct their attention to what matters most. This agent is pretty good. It has the meeting details, and this is ready to be approved. So I'll click approve and watch it appear in Slack. Now that I've clicked approve, you can see that the automation actually ran and tried to send a message to Slack. When the agent is on, you're not going to need to actually click approve. That's just part of the testing process. And the agent returned that it did what it said it was trying to do. Found calendar events, researched attendees, created a summary report, and posted it to Slack. So let's check Slack and see what actually came through. And here it is. You see the full meeting attendee message, and all the information that I saw inside of the test now appears in Slack. Now we're ready to turn this on and let the agent go to work. Back in Zapier, we can just go up to the top here and click on this toggle. We're going to enable this agent to run every day. That's it. You just built an AI agent that researches your leads automatically. This same process works for practically any repetitive tasks. Customer support, data entry, report generation. If you're doing it manually more than once, you can probably automate it with an agent like this. Want the full prompt I used? It's on our blog at xray.tech/blog. Link is in the description. And if you want help building agents and workflows for your entire team, that's exactly what we do at XRay. Book a free call at xray.tech. If this video helped you out, like and subscribe to the channel for more AI, workflow, and automation updates every single week. You can also find me and my company XRay by searching for XRay Automation on nearly every social media platform. For now, I've got to go, so until next time, find your focus and stay in flow.